If this video happened to find you, it is because you are at a time in your life where a decision is required to be made. And this decision feels like it's regarding, should I stay or should I go? That's all I kept hearing all day today. Should I stay or should I go? It feels like you have been struggling or in your head about a specific decision that you kind of has been weighing on you. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. Maybe this has been something that you're contemplating or you've been contemplating for a long time, but whatever it is, I just keep hearing this has nothing to do with should I stay or should I go? Okay. And you might be asking yourself that, or like really contemplating whether you should stay somewhere or go. And this could be regarding an environment that you're in, a space that you're in. This could be a relationship that you're in or a friendship that you're in. It could be for a lot of different things. So however it resonates for you. But I just keep hearing that it's not whether or not you should stay or you should go, because whoever I'm speaking to, you already know the answer, babe. At the end of the day, I feel like deep, deep, deep down, when you really look into your heart and you look into what you truly desire, I feel like you already have the answer to that question. And I feel like you know that you should go. And I feel like the only reason that you're contemplating staying wherever you are, in whatever relationship or wherever location you might be in, is out of fear. Because I feel like deep down, a piece of you, you know what it is? It's not even like the indecisiveness that is really causing such an upheaval within you, because that's what it feels like. It feels like this, like, not knowing whether to stay or to go, this confusion, this lack of clarity, this constantly going back, this like yo-yo within your head is causing all of this mental turmoil. But you know what it is? It's not even like your indecisiveness that is causing this lack of clarity. It is the lack of trust within yourself, is what I just heard. Because you know what this is? You know what this has to do with? It's because I feel like deep down, a part of you is afraid that if you do the bold thing that you know your heart is calling you to do, which is to walk away, which is to start a brand new chapter, which is to walk into the unknown completely blindly with no like clues as to where it is you're going. And you know what this is? It feels like you are truly walking in this blind, because I feel like you're doing things in your life that your ancestors truly wished they had the opportunity to do, okay? And this might be a separate message, but it just feels like you are making moves in your bloodline, in your family, that not a lot of people, probably no one actually from your family, has ever been able to experience or has ever had access to. And I feel like where it is you're pushed and where it is you're being led right now is something that you have no freaking blueprint for. Like, it would be so much easier if you had somebody to look up to in this, but it feels like whoever you are, you're walking on this path alone, and that's what's made this so difficult. And I feel your frustration. It feels like you're sitting there and like, oh, I just wish I had somebody to tell me what to do. Spirit, just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. And it feels like you're constantly in your head going back and forth, like, what should I do? And this lack of clarity right now, I just want you to understand, I can feel your frustration. I feel that. And I resonate with this message very deeply with my own life. Okay. But like I said, this is not even to do with the lack of clarity, because if you really dig deep, you know the answer. But what this has to do with is your inability to trust that when you make this big move, this bold move to do something, to be independent in wherever it is you're going, wherever you're headed, to be independent in your decision making, to not lean on external validation, but to actually look within yourself. 411, that might be somebody's birthday. I've seen that number all day today, but it's actually turning inward and looking within yourself. I feel like a piece of you might be afraid that, and this might be something that you ask yourself, like, am I capable of dealing with the repercussions or the effects of what this big, bold action will bring, okay? So am I capable of dealing with the practical things that come with it? So I'm not just speaking up in the ether, up in the spiritual realms. I'm talking about when you decide that you want to move, that you want to leave this thing, this home, this relationship. Now there's actual practical steps that are involved that are going to come with it that you cannot just avoid. And I feel like whatever decision you're about to make, it's a decision that's not just like what I want to eat for dinner. Like this is a decision that will quite literally flip your whole life upside down. Everything that you once knew, everything that you once experienced, it feels like is going through this sort of like dismantling and this rebirth energy. And you know what it is? It's because you reached a time in your journey where your frequency has raised to such a high vibration that wherever it is you are or whoever you're interacting with, there comes a point where if we don't grow together, then we grow apart, okay? And this could be in like places, environments, jobs. And you know what I heard today when I was thinking about this, guys? Oh my gosh, when I was at the farm, I was just thinking about this message all day long today. And you know what's crazy? You can only stay in an environment where you don't 555 as I'm saying this. Wow, spirit. Okay, I hear you. Okay, powerful. You can only stay in an environment for so long. The fact that I just saw 555 as this just came into my brain again is crazy, because when this download came in this morning when I was just in the trees, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so true. You can only stay in an environment so long that isn't a vibrational match to you anymore for so long until your spirit team, your ancestors, your guides are going to be like, okay, wait, this environment, this friendship, this relationship is no longer conducive to their health, to their growth, to their evolution. And you are a soul that is always meant to evolve. Every space that you enter, every environment that you enter, you are medicine. We have been speaking about this for the last month now. Your medicine, you bring healing to the groups that you're around, to the environments that you're in, to the jobs that you go into, okay? But when that healing is no longer a vibrational match, when you have sucked and absorbed all of the spiritual growth and lessons and wisdom that you're meant to absorb from a certain place, from a certain relationship, and now it seems that you're no longer like being pushed to evolve in this space. It's almost become too stagnant or too comfortable. When that happens, and it can even go into the back end, which I feel like this is what's happening right now, where you're past the point of stagnant and just comfortable to where it's almost causing like turmoil or confusion or indecisiveness, or just your mental is not in the space that your spirit guides want your mental to be in this environment. I'm just seeing like when you're constantly in your head about this person, about this place, about this job, whatever, the energy that you're spending to be in that indecisive back and forth energy is energy that your spirit team wants you to be spending to co-create the life of your dreams. But now you're so focused on, should I stay? Should I go? Like your mental is being consumed by things that they know it's almost like a waste of energy, okay? So what is going to happen when you're in these environments that you can feel that you're no longer being pushed to evolve and pushed to grow? Your spirit team, like, they will pull you out of there. They will take that relationship away from you. They will take that friendship away from you. They will forcefully, okay, whether you like it or not, remove you from a space that is no longer conducive to your growth, okay? And this is not something that you even have a choice in the matter. So you can continue to be in this energy and this back and forth, but it's going to get to a point where it becomes like a detriment to your health and well-being, mentally, spiritually, energetically, to where the universe is like, you know what? This is actually not serving anybody anymore. So I'm going to cause a tower moment. I'm going to come in. I'm going to make that person cheat on them, or that person do this or whatever, betray them in a way so that they have no choice but to walk away from this person. I'm going to make it so that their landlord increases rent twice the amount and they cannot maybe at this time financially like make that happen, so now they're forced to find a new place. Do you know what I mean? So it comes to a point where you can continue down this dance and down this road all that you want of being indecisive, not making a choice, but I need you to understand something, that not making a choice is still making a choice, and the choice that you're actually making is choosing to be in union with confusion. Okay, the choice that you're actually making is saying, I choose confusion at this time. I don't want to choose this path because I'm afraid that if I choose this path, I won't be capable of pulling myself up the way that I know that I need to be able to walk down this path. I am afraid that I won't have the strength that I need to be able to walk away from this thing or to make this decision. So what I'm actually going to do is sit in this state of confusion, and I choose confusion. I choose indecisiveness. I choose, at that point, delaying my own blessings. And I feel like as humans, we're all so afraid of making the wrong decision that we end up not making a decision at all. And not making a decision is making a decision. You're choosing to stay in that state of confusion. You're choosing to stay in that state of indecisiveness, lack of clarity. Like, that is your choice. You're perpetuating those emotions at this time. So going back to the message of should I stay or should I go? I think that this is a question that you really have to dig deep with yourself down to the root and really ask yourself, is it about not knowing whether I should stay or should I go? Or on a deeper level, if we dig even deeper, do I feel capable of actually following through with this bold decision to go? Am I using, 11:11 as I'm saying this. Am I using the indecision as an excuse for myself? Okay, I hope I can articulate this the way that I just felt this. It almost feels like you might be self-sabotaging a bit by using this, putting yourself in that state of indecision and like covering up the real deeper truth of what you're running from, which is not the decision itself. It's whether or not you're capable of what comes after you make that decision. I hope this makes sense, you guys. Please comment and let me know if you're following along with this, because I need to know if this is resonating with anyone, and I know that it will. I know that this will find exactly who needs to hear this, exactly who's on the precipice of this decision. And I need you to understand that it's not about the decision itself, because you know deep down what your intuition is telling you. I feel like you've been getting signs that you should go. You have been getting the signs. You've been seeing the airplanes. You've been feeling it. 12:22 as I'm saying this. You know deep down, and the only thing that is preventing you from making a choice at all, when you really dig to the root of it, is actually fear, okay? And it's the fear that, am I strong enough to be able to do this thing? So now it goes back to, how much do you really trust yourself at this time? Do you trust yourself? I need you to understand, okay? And your spirit guides are really sorry, I'm getting passionate right now. I almost swore on here. They're really screaming through me to scream at you and remind you that every time in your life, I need you to look back real quick with me, okay? Just think back. Every single time in your life where you were in this same position, where you were in a position of indecision, and like you're just, the lack of clarity is there, you're going back and forth, where you didn't know what to do next. I need you to look back and realize that every single time you got yourself out of that state, you did the thing, okay? You made the choice. You did whatever bold move you had to do. And yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, it sucked. And yes, sometimes the universe made the move for you, okay? Because sometimes you stayed in that state for way too long and your spirit guides were like, no. We're not going to let you exist here in this state of confusion. We're going to make the choice for you. We're going to take this thing away from you for you, okay? And I feel like now you're at a time in your life where you're really realizing that all of these 888 on the license plate again. Wow, they just pulled in. Babe, you're abundant. Okay, but I feel like every time that you were in that state, the universe either made the decision for you, which was probably traumatic for a lot of times, but it feels like you're at a state in your life or a point in your life where you're realizing how divinely protected you've always been, and that you have never made a wrong choice in your life. I don't believe that there's such thing in making a wrong choice or making a mistake, because everything that we go through either teaches you something, expands your heart in some way, expands your capacity to feel or to love or to experience in some way, shape, or form. There was never anything that you went through, 444 as I'm saying this, that truly left you like broken or in shambles. I feel like everything that you went through in your life, and I feel like you're at a point where you're finally starting to realize this, that every redirection was divine protection. Okay? Every rejection was divine protection. And it feels like you're really being asked right now at this time to trust the universe, babe. And in trusting the universe, you're being asked to trust yourself, because you are the universe. And I feel like you know what you need to do at this time in your life. So how much are you willing to develop the trust, that relationship with yourself? Because once you decide, it's about being decisive. And once you say, even if you don't feel ready, the thing is, you will never be ready. Okay, I just need you to understand this right now. There will never be a time in your life where you're like, I feel 100% ready to do this thing. I feel 100% ready. You will always be going back and forth in your head like, okay, but maybe I should do this first, or maybe if I have this set up for myself first, or, we're always, and I feel like that goes back to like almost self-sabotage or like procrastination. We procrastinate so much because it feels safe. It feels comfortable. Because at least if we keep ourselves in that planning stage, oh, I'm calling you out. Okay? I'm sorry. I love you. But if we keep ourselves in the planning stage, we're doing something without putting ourselves at risk of feeling the failure of something. Ooh, shit. Oh, snap. Okay, that's what it is. Because I'm listen, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking right back at myself. I am not exempt from this message. Okay, I'm at a time in my life where I'm in the same boat, and it's almost like we think that by planning and by creating these lists and like writing it out and trying to have every step like meticulously thought out, meticulously planned out, that it somehow convinces us that we're doing something or we're preparing, we're getting ready for it. But babe, you will never be ready for it. And if the longer you keep yourself in this planning stage, you're actually just delaying the potential failure. And it's okay to fail. You have to get comfortable with failing. The thing is there is no such thing as a right or wrong choice. Any choice you make is going to be the right choice for you at that time, because it's going to teach you something. You're going to learn something from it. Okay? So it's not about like holding yourself back and not making a choice at all because you're afraid that if you choose this thing, it might not work out in the way that you think it should. And that's the thing. You have to get comfortable with the potential of failure. You have to become accepting of failure and realize that failure is such a catalyst for growth. Failure is such a beautiful thing because it shows that you are brave enough to even try. And my love, not a lot of people in life are willing to even try because it's so easy to stay comfortable in a space that just feels familiar, even though you've outgrown it. You've outgrown that person, that job, that home. You know it. But you're keeping yourself there because it feels safe to stay in that confusion. You cannot follow what feels safe at this time in your life right now. Whoever I'm talking to, you are somebody that is here on a big, 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 big mission, okay? You're not going to get to that mission. You're not going to get on that stage I just heard or in front of those people that need you by staying I can't even speak right now. By staying safe. You're not going to get there by keeping yourself small, by dimming yourself down just because it feels easier and comfortable. You have to be willing to do hard things. You are somebody that is meant to live an extraordinary life. I'm sorry for the stuttering, you guys. I just finished a very long shift my brain is not braining, as we know her. Sometimes she just be up there doing brainy things that are not braining in the way I need her to brain, okay? But you are meant to live an extraordinary life, so you have to be willing to do uncomfortable things, because everyone that lives a life that is beyond the normal, beyond societal expectations, they were willing to put themselves through things that might not provide that same short-term gratification, okay, that quick dopamine rush. They're willing to do hard things. You have to get comfortable making these hard, bold decisions, okay, because the world needs you. I need you. I need to see who you are. I need to experience you and feel you. Your energy is needed in this world. And I'm not going to be able to feel you and experience you if you continue keeping yourself in environments that you know you're not meant to be in. Do you know what I mean? Okay, that's the message, guys. I really wish I could hug each and every single one of you guys. And I know one day I will. I know it. One day we will have meet and greets, and I'll host like little beautiful healing retreats. And yeah, but for now, I hope that we can make do with just this little screen love. And I want you to know that I am so supportive of you. I am cheering you on from the sidelines, and I will be here with you every single step of the way. For those of you who have subscribed to my channel and just have supported me in this growth and this journey, I am so grateful for you, and I promise that we're rocking with each other at this point. Like, when I heal, you heal. When you heal, I heal. We're healing each other. We're healing the world, one soul at a time. And I'm just so blessed and grateful for you, okay? So I know you can do it, and I know you know the answer to this decision. So, confirmation burp, excuse me. You know the answer. I know you know it. I know you know it, okay? So, trust yourself. Now is the time to develop more trust with yourself, because that's all that truly matters, okay? I love you so much. I will talk to you so soon.